mandatory po, sir.
Mandatory. Sige. Sir, Lou, Anthony?
Good evening po, Prof.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, sir, optional po siya if you will not sell to foreigners.
Okay.
Opo. Pagka
Okay.
mandatory naman, sir, if there will be foreign ownership.
Kapag
Hello, sir. Medyo ano lang po yung signal. Opo.
so, if you're selling to foreigners, ako yata yung nag-ano yung internet. If you're selling to foreigners, it becomes mandatory. And
Yes, sir. Opo.
yeah, thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Okay. So, as discussed before, if in case you are going to sell, to foreigners, foreign ownership is only up to 40% of the interest in the project. Ayan. Okay. So, what are the two main principal purpose of the condo corporation? First of which is that it holds title to the land, and second, it acts as the management body of the condominium project. So I asked before, pwede bang hindi yung condo corp ang mag-manage? Ano answer nyo? Pwede ba yun?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How does it happen? So kung hindi si condo corp ang mag-manage, who will manage?
Pwede mag-hire, sir, ng PM.
Alright. Mag-hire ng PMO, ng Property Management Office or third party. Yes. I'll say, Sir Philip, yes. Okay. So, in this slide, ang tanong lang naman dito, paano daw kung may conflict yung articles of incorporation sa master deed? Ano daw yung masusunod? Yung master deed o yung articles of incorporation? So, which we answered?
Master deed, sir.
Master deed. Why? Because it is the master deed that gave birth to the condominium project. Pag walang master deed, walang condominium corporation. Pag walang master deed, walang condominium project. At wala ring incorporation. So, if there is any conflict, afterwards, you go back to the master deed. All right. So, membership daw sa condominium corporation. Okay. So, if you own a unit in the condominium project, okay, whether it's a type of corporation that sells shares or not, okay, so merong stock corporation, tapos merong hindi non-stock. If you are going to sell your unit, okay, hindi pwede na ibebenta mo lang yung unit tapos iba yung member. Okay. What it's just trying to say is, once you sell your unit, the membership to the corporation comes with it. Okay. So if you no longer own a unit, you also automatically stop being a member or shareholder of the condominium corporation. Okay. Right. So, as mentioned, also, usually corporations are regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. However, for condominium corporations, they are regulated by the Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development, or DSUD. Right. So, gaano katagal yung term ng condo corp? Okay. So, yung chismis dati, 50 years, di ba? So, alisin nyo na yon because the condominium corporation will last as long as the subdivision or the condominium project is existing. Okay. So, as long as the condominium project is existing, the condo corp will exist. Okay. So, at the same time, kung mawala yung condominium project, the condominium corporation will also cease to exist. All right. So we also discussed the grounds for involuntary dissolution. Yung una is that 3 years after damage, so merong damage or may part ng condominium project na nasira, right? And hindi siya napaayos within 3 years after that damage. Pwede na siyang ground for involuntary dissolution. So walang vote, madidissolve yung condominium corporation. Another ground for involuntary dissolution, so na-damage yung project, may destruction sa half or more of the units becomes untenantable or unlivable. Tapos 30% ng member nag-vote na wag na daw ayusin, opposed to repair or reconstruction. It also becomes a ground for involuntary dissolution. Right. Okay. Another ground for involuntary dissolution, 50 years na yung project, it has become obsolete and uneconomical. Okay? So siguro mahal na ipaayos, medyo luma na yung majority of its parts. Tapos 50% of the members, more than 50% of the members, or more than 50% of the stocks, if it's a stock corporation. Okay. Ang sabi, wag na daw ayusin, wag nang i-remodel, wag nang i-restore. Okay. So, ang no conditions nito, 50 plus years, 50% of members or 50% of shares, sabi, wag nang ayusin. It also becomes a ground for involuntary dissolution. Okay. Another one, okay. So, na-condemn. Okay. Sabi ng government, hindi na matitirahan or na-expropriate. The government needs the property, okay, or part of the property. And the project is no longer viable or that the members holding in aggregate more than 70% interest in the corporation or 70% of the stocks. Okay? Ang nagsabi na they don't want to continue the condominium project anymore because of the expropriation or the condemnation. Okay? So anong mga conditions dito? Na-condemn, na-expropriate, tapos more than 70% ng members or 70% of shares ayaw nang ituloy yung condominium. So it's also a ground for involuntary dissolution. Another one. Ito yung in-explain natin sa chat. For example, nasa master deed na sabi a part of the condominium project is the basketball court or the swimming pool and perhaps the gardens. Yan. So nasa master deed yun. Eh na-condemn yung mga parts na yun, na-expropriate. So a material portion of the condominium project was expropriated or condemned. Siguro na-condemn siguro kasi lumindol. So hindi na siya siguro nasira ganyan. Hindi na maayos ulit. So because it's in the deed, no? It's in the master deed and they have been expropriated or condemned. So it's also a ground for involuntary dissolution. So ano daw mangyayari kung nagkaroon ng involuntary dissolution? Sabi lang naman dito, yung common areas held by the corporation shall be transferred to the members in proportion to their respective interest. So, the more units you have, the bigger floor area you have, the more interest you have in the common areas. Tapos, kapag nabenta siya, full liquidation of the interest of the members in the corporation. Maghahati-hati yung mga members according to their interest. Full liquidation. So, kung ano man yung natira doon sa binentang condominium project. Okay. So in the case of voluntary dissolution, okay, this is the conditions of which are usually votation, no? And there are conditions to that as well. Okay. So a condominium corporation can be dissolved by an affirmative vote of all the stockholders or members thereof. Ito yung sinasabi ko na all. Okay. So, kahit isa lang yung sabi na no, hindi i-dissolve voluntarily, hindi ma-dissolve voluntarily. So, ano daw mangyayari kung lahat no, nag-voluntarily dissolve ng condominium corporation? Okay. Yung condominium corporation ang magiging holder of of the power of attorney, sabi ni Sir Samuel forcefully. Well, and hindi naman. All right. Yung corporation ang magiging mag-hold ng power of attorney to sell and dispose all the interests in the project or all the separate interests in the project. Yung liquidation of the corporation will be affected by a sale of the entire project. Right. So yung pagbinenta yung buo entire project, sino ang una? Sabi dito na makakakuha ng bayad before the owners. According to what is written there. Anyone? Anyone? Pag nabenta yung condominium corporation, condominium project, sino daw yung unang babayaran?
Corporation, sir.
Sige, try nyo basahin buo.
Creditors, sir.
Yes, alright. Yung creditors muna. Yung pinagkakautangan ng condominium corporation before the remaining amount is divided among the members. Okay. Okay. So ito bago na to. Sale of common areas. Alright, someone read for us para may tayo. Participation. Sir Philip muna.
Sale of common areas. A condominium corporation shall not, during its existence, sell, exchange, lease, or otherwise dispose of the common areas owned or held by it condominium project unless unauthorized by affirmative vote of a simple majority of the registered owners, provided that prior notification of all registered owners are done and provided further. That the condominium corporation may expand or integrate the project with another upon the affirmative vote of a simple majority of the registered owners, subject only to the final approval of the HLURB.
Alright. Ang sabi lang naman dyan, hindi pwedeng ibenta ng condo corp yung common areas unless authorized ng more than 50% of the registered owners. And if there are any changes, babawasan or dadagdagan yung common areas, kailangan pa rin ng simple majority. Okay. And it needs to be approved by the DSUD, DHSUD. Okay. Right? So si Condo Corp hindi pwede mag-decide on its own. Alright. Next, someone read.
Jose.
Okay, Miss Elizabeth, please.
Sale of the common areas. If you own shares or have a membership in the corporation, you cannot ask the corporation to buy back your shares unless the law allows it. However, there is a condition. You can only sell your shares to the company itself or to a buyer chosen by the company. If you and the company disagree on the price, the law will provide a way to determine the value of your shares. The company has 2 years to pay for your shares or find a buyer. Any costs involved in this process will be paid by you, the shareholder.
Okay. Okay. Anong context nito? Ang context nito is kapag may binentang common areas. Kunyari, yung more than 50%, ang nag-vote sila. Nag-vote sila. Sabi nila, bentan lang natin yung basketball court, yung lupa ng basketball court. Kasi wala nang nagba-basketball except ikaw. Okay. So, sa ikaw, sabi mo, hindi ka naman nag-vote doon kaso ah, natalo yung wag ibebenta. So nabenta. Ayan. So ikaw naman gusto mo nang umalis, di ba? So even if that happens, you cannot ask the corporation to buy back your unit or share. Ayan. Not because na hindi mo gusto yung outcome, you can ask the corporation to buy your share. Ayan. But if the corporation agrees, right, you can only sell your shares to the company itself or to the corporation itself or to a buyer chosen by the company. If the law, ang condition dyan na, if the law allows it. If the law allows it. Tapos further, may condition pa. If you disagree on the price that the corporation says, sabi ni corporation, 3 million lang, pero sa utak mo, 4 million. Okay. You have to fight it. So, siguro, judicially or extrajudicially, unless, kunyari, extrajudicially, kuha ka ng appraiser, then sabi ni appraiser, okay, sabi ni condo corporation, sige, whatever the appraiser says is the value. So that's the value. Or judicially, sa court. So the judge will decide on the amount. Pero if that happens, the process will be paid by you, the shareholder. And so nasa yung burden to prove the price of your share. Okay. Next, someone read.
Sir, ako na.
Yes, sir. Sir James.
If the documents for a condominium project state that the land is owned by all the condo owners together, the government office in charge of property records can change the ownership. They would do this if all the condo owners agree and give back their copies of the property documents. The government office would then cancel the old ownership record and issue a new one with the names of all the condo owners listed as co-owners.
Okay. Ang context nito is yung first word, if. Okay. If lang naman. Because there are cases where the title of the land contains all the names of the owners of the condominium project. So meaning they have share in the land. Pero hindi naman laging ganon. But if in case that happens, na all the condo owners names, the condo owners names are in the title, the register of deed can change it. Yun yung government office in charge of property records can change the ownership. And how does that happen? All the condo owners will give back their copies of the property documents. So, ganun ka katrabaho. Ibabalik lahat, tapos mag-i-issue ng bago. Kasi may umalis, so hindi na siya part ng owners. So, papalitan yung names ng co-owners. Pero that's not usually the case. But if that's the case, so pwedeng palitan yung owners names sa property record, sa title. Okay, now we go to assessments. Okay. The deed of restriction usually provides for two kinds of assessments: regular assessment and special assessment. Yung regular assessment, yan lang naman yung monthly obligation to fund ordinary project expenses, security, garbage collection, repair and maintenance of common areas, electricity and water bills of the common areas, realty tax of the common areas, and the insurance of common areas. So that's what usually condo owners would get monthly. Yun yung condo dues, diba? Ayan. And then there is a special assessment. So special assessment happens when there is a special need. For example, to replace the generator, to repair the elevator, to fix air conditioning of the common areas. Yung hindi naman nangyayari every month, diba? But it can happen. So all the owners would have to pay their share of the special assessment. Right. All right. Someone read this, please. Consequences, Miss Marian. Yes, please.
Good evening po.
Good evening po.
The management body may constitute a lien on the delinquent unit by registering with Register of Deeds a notice of assessment and delinquency. Such lien shall be superior to all other liens registered subsequent to the registration of said notice of assessment, except real property tax liens and except the declaration of restriction may provide for the subordination thereof to any other liens and encumbrances.
All right. Thank you, Assessor. Ayan. So, ano daw yung consequence kung hindi ka magbayad ng assessment? Itong assessment, yung regular assessment and special assessment. O kayo, what do you think? Anong mangyayari kapag hindi ka magbayad na to? Anyone? Okay, so si Sir Gian Paolo is saying funds lacking for operations and upkeep. Yes, okay. So kukulangan ng funds. There will be a notice. Mhm. Ano pa po? Warning, okay. Ganun lang ba mangyari? Warning, notice. Ano pa po? Any other ideas? Interest, okay. Yes. Some have fines, no? Fines and interest. Penalty on the late charges.
Yeah.
Okay. But does it happen na 3 years, 4 years di nagbabayad ng condo dues?
Meron siguro sir.
Meron.
Meron.
Meron. Meron yan.
Meron.
Oo. Okay, so Miss Bell is saying restrictions to use amenities. Okay, so that also happens. Mhm.
Sometimes they cut off the water.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Cut off the water. Meron nagbabayad, meron hindi. Oh, of course naman, merong nagbabayad, merong hindi. Pero just in case nga na hindi nagbayad. Yes, Sir Richard.
Nagkakaroon din po ng parang medyo parang moral damages kasi na-experience ko po diyan, sinisingil mismo ng guard every time na nakikita sa lobby
Okay.
or anywhere nire-remind which is naririnig na ibang kasama mo doon na
So parang nakakahiya sa ibang no? Ibang unit owners. Ikaw lang yung walang pero yeah. Okay.
Pero kasi ba sir,
Yes.
matigas talaga ang ulo. Yung sabihin nila bakit yung iba hindi nagbabayad, ako rin hindi dapat magbayad. May mga ganun, mga pilosopo.
Oo. Parang yung iba rin nga hindi naman nagbabayad ako, parang ganun. Okay. So that happened. Okay. So what according to the Condo Corporation Act, no? The management, okay, may constitute a lien or a lien on the delinquent unit. What does it mean? Pwedeng ipalagay sa title doon sa CCT na mayroong lien. Meaning may utang yung property na yan sa condo corp. And if it gets big enough, what do you think will happen? For example, 5 years na. Let's say 3,000 per month, 36,000 per year. 100,000 lang pala yun yung 3 years, no? So let's say 10 years. 10 years. 1 million plus na. Yung hindi nagbayad. So, what do you think will happen? What can the condo corporation do?
Sir, liliit na sir yung interest niya. Interest share.
Hindi naman. Hindi naman kasi unit owner naman talaga siya. It's just that hindi siya nagbabayad ng assessments. Okay. Almost tumatama naman yung mga sagot. Bloating interest and forfeiture of the unit, maybe. They will keep possession until debt is paid.
Ibabawas sa matatanggap niya, sir, kapag binenta yung buong condo corp.
Allow entry. Alright. So, ito. What the condo corporation can do. And it also applies to homeowners associations. So, hindi lang naman to exclusive sa condo corp. Pati sa mga HOA. Right. Is what? Such liens may be enforced in the same manner provided for by law for the judicial or extrajudicial foreclosure of mortgage of real property. In short, in other words, ma-foreclose yung property. Pwedeng i-foreclose ni condo corp yung property. Alright?
Kahit po yan sir, bayad na yung kanyang MA, amortization.
Yes. Kasi may utang siya sa kay condo corp. Yan. Yes, Miss Marian. Yes.
Sir Edward,
Yes.
may itatanong lang po ako. Hindi ko po sure kung may makakasagot po sa akin dito sa ating class.
Sige.
Meron po, as per experience po kasi sa aking work, sa assessor, ang may problema po is si developer, yung may-ari po ng condominium. Siya naman, nagbabayad po ang mga unit owners ng dues nila for the common areas.
Okay.
Ang problema po, si developer po ang hindi nagbabayad ng taxes sa city government. Ano po yung kasi sir, medyo naguguluhan na rin po ako.
Yes.
Tinatanong po ako ng mga taxpayer kung paano gagawin nila. Kasi sir, nahuhold yung kanilang transfer ng tax declaration kasi hindi namin ma-push through dahil may utang po ng common areas.
Yes.
Sir, pwede po ba ako makahingi ng any insight po kung ano yung pwede kong isagot sa taxpayer na pwede nilang sabihin dun sa kanilang developer?
Okay, sige. Meron akong sagot on my own, pero hingi muna tayo ng ideas sa classmates. Anyone, do you have any advice on the case, on this case? Anyone?
Sir,
Yes po, Miss Elizabeth.
dapat talaga, sir, lumapit sila sa developer.
Mhm.
Kasi kung hindi naman nakakabayad ng tax, kailangan na kabugin talaga sila na magbayad kayo kasi kami ay
Naiipit. Oo.
naiipit kami.
Yeah.
Kasi yun yung talaga ang magiging consequences kapag ang developer hindi nagbabayad.
Yes.
Which is na magra-run after talaga ang government dapat sa developer dahil sila ang magre-remit ng mga yung mga taxes na.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
ang sa kay ma'am, sa assessor, kung may nagko-complain ng ganun, dapat talaga, wala naman sila ibang tatakbuhan kundi lalapitan ng reklamo, kundi yung developer. Kasi, kung may mahawak niyan na yung admin or sila naniningil ng mga taxes, tapos, sa common areas.
Yeah.
At si developer ay hindi naman nagbabayad, talagang doon dapat talaga
Okay.
ang takbo nila magreklamo.
All right.
Mm.
All right. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. Anyone else who has any opinion? Sir Manuel is saying the city treasurer should issue notice of delinquency to the corporation. Okay. Well, oo. Ginawa na naman siguro yan, no? Miss Marian, nag-issue na kayo ng notice of delinquency?
Yes, sir. Meron po.
Oo.
Kasi
Mm.
3 years almost na po na ang laki ng utang ng common area po.
Yes. Oo. Actually, 'di ba? Kayo rin the assessor's office, pwede kayo mag-foreclose 'di ba? Ng property kapag
So
malaki
far,
na
sir,
yun.
wala pa naman. Yung na-auction, sir, yun po. Pero sa treasury pa rin po yung
Oo.
yung
Siguro sir,
task.
for now,
Alright.
dapat, while nga na ginagawa nila yun na lumalapit sila sa LGU,
Mhm.
bayaran na muna nila yung tax bago pa nga umabot sa portion na syempre ang government natin i-auction yan kapag na-reach niya yung
Threshold.
yes po.
Mhm. Okay. To be honest, that is almost no longer a real estate issue. That has become a criminal issue. Kasi there was trust between the owners and the condo corp. And the condo corp did not fulfill their obligation. So personally, what I would advise is for them to hold a votation right away, displacing the current the current body for them to run things for themselves. Kung may utang man, they have to yung hindi nakapagbayad, kaso na yon. That's already a criminal case. And so there are many possible scenarios. So magkakasuhan sila, paano kung nawala na yung pera? So I don't know where they will get it. Pero kung wala na talaga, as Sir Richard mentioned, they might have to come up with their own payment para hindi sila ma-foreclose, di ba? So, yun, they need to change the management body through a votation. Simple majority lang naman yan. Ang problema sa mga homeowners association tsaka condo corp, hindi nila alam yun. Hindi nila alam na pwede lang pala na magbotohan sila, mapapalitan lahat. Ayun.
Sir Edward, pwede kong
Yeah.
advice yan dun sa mga taxpayer.
Yes,
Sa
of course.
mga pwede demanda nyo.
Yes, definitely. Mm.
Okay po. Kasi
Oo.
minsan natatakot din po kami magsabi ng dahil actually po wala naman talaga kaming ang tangi lang po naming ma-advise, pumunta po muna kayo doon sa inyong developer para makausap kasi as long as may utang po yan, naka-hold po talaga yung transaction. Sa
Yeah.
amin po sila nagagalit, sa amin nakikipag-usap, sa amin umiiyak.
Oo,
Which
na
is
wala
naman
naman kayong
po na, opo,
walang
tama po.
magagawa. Oo.
Opo.
Yes. All right.
Saka
Thank you,
ma'am,
Sir Edward.
kung
Salamat
hindi
po.
pa yan ma'am, hindi pa yan
Ah.
ma'am, kung may problema yan sa tax ma'am, baka pati po yung yung permit ng corporation yan, ng SASEC, pati po yun malamang hindi pa nare-renew kasi mas mahal po yun sa tax.
Sa DSUD,
Oh,
DHSUD.
Opo.
Yes.
Wala na akong idea dun, sir,
Oo.
kasi yung concern po namin is dun lang sa
Yung-
common area. Opo.
Oo.
Thank you
Alright.
po. Maraming salamat
Thank
po
you.
sa insights.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Alright, so yun nga. So even among sa mga HOA, Homeowners Association, the Homeowners Association can put a lien on the property. Kaso medyo takot lang talaga yung Pinoy usually na gawin yan kasi baka magpatayan. Kasi isipin mo, magfo-foreclose ka ng bahay ng may bahay. So, paano kung yun lang yung tirahan, gagawin mong homeless yung pamilya? So, yun. Pero, di ba? Pero, legally, I'm just saying, legally, that is possible. Alright. Okay. So, otherwise, unless otherwise provided in the Declaration of Restrictions, the condominium corporation may bid at the foreclosure sale. So, kapag ka na foreclose at in-auction, yung condo corp pwedeng bilhin yung unit. Pwedeng mag-bid pala doon sa unit. Yan. Okay. So, same if you have had your civil code on redemption, the same right of redemption applies. So, the unit owner na na-foreclose, pwede niya pang bilhin ulit yung na-foreclose after within 1 year. Within 1 year. Kahit na nabenta na, kahit na na-auction na, may nakabili na, iba na may-ari, pero merong right of redemption within 1 year to redeem that same property. Although babayaran niya syempre yung pinangbili nung nakabili. Yan. Alright? Okay. So what are the obligations of condominium unit owners? Of course, to pay the realty tax on his unit, to pay the realty tax on the land and common areas. Ito yung issue ni assessor. Pay the insurance on his own unit, to pay the share of the insurance on the common areas, to comply with the restrictions, to pay dues and assessments. Ayan, assessments yung kanina. And give other unit owners the priority right to buy his unit if it is required by the master deed. So yun yung i-offer mo muna sa lahat ng nakatira doon, ayaw nila bilhin, that's the time that you can sell it outside. Pero if it's only required by the master deed. So, what's the difference between condominium ownership and the traditional concept of ownership? So, alam na naman to ng majority, pero yung mga first term siguro or first time sa real estate. Traditional concept of ownership in real estate is shown through an original certificate of title or a transfer certificate of title. But with a condominium, it is evidenced by a condominium certificate of title, usually called as CCT. So what else? So the capacity to buy, what does it mean? Hindi yan yung capacity na financial capacity. Yung capacity for alien ownership. Okay. So foreigners can buy property in a condominium, but not to exceed 40%. Extent of ownership. So the extent of ownership in a condominium is that you are the absolute owner of the space within the interior space, the surface of your unit, but only a co-owner of the exterior or facade of the unit. Sa loob, absolute owner. Sa labas, co-owner. Yan. So ano daw yung advantages of the condominium concept? Una, it enhances affordability by fractionalizing the land and the building. Kasi naghati-hati kayo, so naging mas mura. Diba? So even the facilities, utilities, and amenities and services will cost less to build and maintain kasi nga marami kayo na nag-share. So cheaper to build and cheaper to maintain. Economy in land space. Ito kasi yung example lang naman to nung nag-uumpisa pa lang yung mga condominium. So for example, yung isang family meron siyang 40 or 50 square meters na lupa. Ngayon, since marami sila, siguro 10 sila. So, pag kinumbine mo yung 10 na yan na magkakatabi, naging, let's say, 500 square meters. So, what the condominium concept is telling us is instead na nagpatayo ka lang ng 50 square meters na bahay, doon sa 50 square meters na lupa mo. And kung 2 floors, 3 floors, mas mahal na yon. I-consolidate nyo na lang yung lahat ng maliit na lupa. Tapos, magpatayo kayo ng condominium project. Yan. So, yung 10 families, instead na hiwa-hiwalay sila, isang malaking building na lang. Yan. Tapos, nag-share na sila ng amenities, services, utilities, etc. So, that's the beginning of the condominium concept. So, in the Philippines, it enhances marketability because foreigners can buy, and it eliminates the routinary chores of daily maintenance, security, and garbage collection associated with single detached dwellings. Why? Kasi nagbabayad usually yung condo corp ng maintenance, security, and garbage collectors. Di ba? So what is the operative act to start a condominium project? As I have repeated over and over in this class, no? The start of a condominium project is
Master deed.
a master deed. All right. Yun lang naman yun. Yun lang ang gusto nito sabihin. You start with a master deed to start a condominium project. Right. So, what are the steps in starting a condominium project? Ayan. So, para pag may lumapit sa inyo na developer, broker, sino andito? Broker Rochelle. Ayan. Paano ba mag-start ng condominium project? Broker Rochelle, talk to me.
Hello po.
Ano pong kailangan, Broker Rochelle, mag-start ng condominium project? Kunyari
Building plan.
ako yung developer kunyari. Ano pong gagawin? Kausapin mo lang ako, like normal.
Okay.
Oo.
You have to prepare building plans.
Okay. Building plans pala muna. So, kailangan natin ng... Hindi, tama nga. Kunyari lang nag-usap tayo. So, kailangan natin ng architect tsaka civil engineers, no? Oo. O, sige. Tapos po, ano pong gagawin?
Mag-execute na po and mag-register ng master deed.
So, yung building plans ba nasa master deed? Broker Rochelle? Yes.
Yes po.
Ganun nga. Ganun nga pala. Ayan. Tapos po, ano pong gagawin after na meron na tayong master deed?
Organization of a non-stock, non-profit condominium corporation.
Kailangan po ba talaga yan, broker?
It's optional po.
Optional kung ano? Anong option? Yung
Kung
part
mag...
sige po.
Kung magbebenta sa foreigner.
Yes, alright. Thank you, broker. Natututo ako. Okay. Tapos po, ano pong gagawin?
You have to execute deed of conveyance to transfer land title to condominium corporation.
Okay. So, yung corporation na pala yung magmamay-ari ng lupa. Tama po ba?
Opo.
Okay. Tapos, ano pong next?
Tapos, you need to submit building plans to the assessor's office to obtain individual tax declarations for the condominium units and common areas.
Ayun. Okay. So, yung sasabit tayo ng building plan sa assessor's office, tapos magkakaroon ng individual tax deck, yung units and common areas. Tapos last po, anong gagawin?
Application, you have to apply for the registration and license to sell with HLURB.
Alright. So, mag-register tayo, tapos mag-ask tayo ng permission na ibenta na pwede na magbenta, which is license to sell with the DHSUD. Alright. Thank you, broker. Okay. Answer na lang tayo all together. Everyone, what is RA 4726?
Letter A.
A po.
A, Condominium Act. Correct. Number 2. When was RA 4726 enacted?
A.
A.
Okay, June 18,
June
1960.
18.
Okay. What does RA 4726 define?
A. Condominium.
A.
Condominium.
Condominium, correct. What does a condominium consist of according to RA 4726? Is it A, separate interest in a unit and undivided common interest in the land and common areas? B, ownership of a building and its surrounding land? C, exclusive ownership of a unit and shared ownership of the building? And D, joint ownership of a unit and the land it is built on?
A.
Letter A, sir.
Okay. It's letter A. Separate and interest in a unit, tapos undivided common interest in the land and common areas. Ayan. Tama. Undivided common interest. Ayan. Next, number 5. What are the minimum requirements for membership in the Condo Corp? Is it as stated in the law? As stated in the corporation articles of incorporation? As stated in the corporation's bylaws? Or as
Boy.
stated in the declaration of restrictions?
Letter B.
Letter
B, sir. Boy.
B. All right. In the articles of incorporation. Number 6, what is the purpose of RA 4726?
To define the condominium.
To define condominium, to establish requirements for creating a condominium,
All of the above.
to govern the ownership rights and obligations of owners. Answer D, all
B.
of the above. Very good. Number 7, what is a condominium according to RA 4726? Is it A, an interest in real property, B, a type of corporation, C, a type of leasehold, or D, a type of cooperative?
B. B. Type of corporation.
Okay, it's A. No.
What?
A. Interest in
A, it's an
A.
interest in real property, condominium interest. And right. Hindi yan definition according to the dictionary. Definition according to RA 4726. Oo. So kahit na iba yung nasa isip mo, sundin mo yung tanong. Kasi, mamamali. Alright. Number 8. What is the significance of the master deed in RA 4726? A, it outlines the rights of tenants. B, it establishes the condominium corp. C, it determines property taxes. Or D, it regulates property maintenance.
B.
D, it establishes the condo corp.
Condominium corp.
Number 9, what is the role of the condominium corporation in RA 4726? A, to manage the common areas and facilities of the condominium project. D, to collect association dues and assessments from unit owners.
D.
All of
Enforce.
To enforce the rules and regulations of the condominium project. Or
D.
D,
all
all
of the above.
Answer D, all of
above.
the above. And number 10. What is the penalty? Sorry. What is the penalty for violating RA 4726?
Imprisonment.
Ito, anuhan na lang natin. Not less than 6 months, but not more than 6 years. Tapos fine na 10,000, but not more than 100,000. 1 year to 10 years, then 50,000 to 500,000. What else? Not less than 2 years, not more than 20 years, 100,000 to 1 million. Or
Imprisonment.
3 years to 30 years, not less than 500 to 5 million. Answer.
Mm,
Okay. All right. Kung sakali man na dumating yung araw na hindi nyo talaga alam, balikan nyo yung tanong kanina, 'di ba? May alam nyo yung sagot kanina na yung taon, which is anong taon?
1966.
1966. So isipin mo yung 1966, mga magkano dapat yung mga penalty nun? So,
Okay.
10,000 to
yun.
100,000.
10,000 to
10,000.
100,000. Oh, malaki na yun. Oo.
Letter A.
Yun. Oo. Yun siya. Alright.